film?
Well, we had Alexia attached in packaging stage, so it was pre-cast in a year before. But essentially, when we got the money, when the financing came into place, my priority was the lead, and then you cast from there. So we did an extensive call, and across the country. And Connor was in LA at the time, and he put an audition on tape. And I remember being in a coffee shop, looking at it. When it came in on my iPhone, I was listening, looking. I just kept watching and watching and watching. And in my mind, and Connor may have a different impression of this.
Like in Clockwork Orange kind of thing. You're just watching and watching, you can't stop.
My eyelids are, yeah. And I just really was taken by his choices. And he was exploring with the material. I think he said in an interview he was actually just chewing gum. And
I was pretty much just chewing gum and saying the lines, but you know. Each their own.
So I flew to Toronto to do callbacks, just to be in the same room to make that decision. And luckily, like Connor was saying, Alex came in that day, and we were able to hold Connor, bring Alex in, bring them in together. And you know, Mark and David were there, and they can speak to this as well. It was extraordinary to see that chemistry, which was very unique. And in terms of casting the rest of the youth, we're in Nova Scotia. Do you want to speak about this, Mark? About the...
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. It was actually a really remarkable process watching it, you know, a little bit from a distance. I was providing a support role for Jason. And Jason was really, really committed to trying to field this very authentic group of young actors. And of course in Nova Scotia was, that could have been a problem, you know, especially as we were working within the framework of the Actors Union. Not a lot of representation of youth from different ethnic backgrounds. And so one of the really remarkable things is we just made a point to reach out to these sort of underserved communities and to bring them in. And one of the things I find most remarkable is that, you know, in a way, in order for us to do this, we had to go to ACTRA to show them, like, to permit them for us to work with these young actors who are not part of the union. You have to sort of make a case that you've done a lot of research, you know, have seen a lot of these youth, and or seen not only the membership but also, you know, showing how you've reached out to these other communities. And when we dropped off all these sort of timesheets that showed all the young adults that we had sort of auditioned, it was, I guess, the largest collection of timesheets that the woman at the ACTRA office had ever seen before, and it allowed us to they were you know, I got to give ACTRA a lot of credit. They were really open about the idea of working with, you know, allowing these kids to work on the film, and as a result, it really allowed us to have quite an authentic cast. It was remarkable to see the group, these kids working together.
Yeah, they were great. All this stuff of them taunting me was all ad-libbed. Some of it on the day, some of it in ADR, I think. And they had a lot of fun doing that. And they were quite creative. If you listen again, they didn't hold anything back.
Sure.
On a side note, though, I would say, though, that when Connor came to us, I was like, well, if he's good enough for Steven Spielberg, I guess we'll take him. That was my note.
I guess that's good enough, yeah. So unfortunately, that's all we have time for tonight. So thank you, everyone, for coming. And thanks so much to Jason, the cast, and the producer. Thank you.